I'm excited to welcome everyone back to the 24-25 school year. We're excited to see all of the amazing things that we can accomplish over the course of this school year. Also equally excited and proud to take some time to reflect back on everything that we've accomplished over the last several years.
Our teams have done an incredible amount of work for curriculum and alignment and moving in the direction of being aligned and collaborating K-12. Each year we continue to meet to update, look at data, and just review our direction and revise in all the areas of ELA, math, science, and social studies. There's no way that I can capture in words the work that's been done by our teachers, by our principals, by our system. It's not that we adopted something and then we're just done with it.
Well, it's pretty amazing that at elementary level, we're all doing similar things as far as curriculum. And there's this cohesiveness and this common language that for a long time we didn't have because we were all kind of doing our own thing.
We've worked very hard these last 4 to 5 years on getting curriculum aligned, teaching that curriculum with fidelity, and so I do think that's definitely paying off and showing in our state assessment scores at Washington and across the entire district.
Our current state assessment scores were outstanding. Our kids performed very well, and that's a testament to the staff and all the hard work that they put in. Our science scores were the best they've ever been. We had 75% of our students scored at a 3 or 4, which is the highest 2 levels on the state assessments. Out of the 7 state assessments that kids took at Eisenhower, we were above the state average in 6 of those, and we were really close on that 7th one. Overall, we scored 43 points better than the state average. I attribute that success to our amazing staff, the hard work they put in, and really digging into the data to help personalize learning for each student.
An individual plan of study helps make a student successful because we are able to align what it is that they want to do after high school while they're in high school, and it's tailored to their interests. Having the ability to learn the academics, but also all of those non-academic abilities that are also going to make them successful.
From the bottom of my heart, I am so thankful for all of our curriculum teams and everybody that I get to work with throughout the school year and in the summertime. They've put in so much work and have done so much to make our system better. It is incredible to look back 5 years ago to where we stand now.
Success at school starts the moment that students walk through our doors. Our buildings have done an exceptional job over the last several years of implementing processes and procedures that create a welcoming environment and help every student, regardless of what turmoil or stress they've experienced prior to arriving, they know that they're cared for, they're loved, they're welcomed, and they're prepared for a great day of success in each of our buildings.
Our staff and teachers work very hard to identify what each student's needs are and really work to connect with students.
I've been given a lot of opportunities to work district-wide through collaboration with curriculum and also different trainings, and it's been fun getting to know people and kind of seeing that we have all the same interest in teaching and helping students. So
We have really tried to place an emphasis on building relationships with our kids and having a positive culture. And so we are super excited because Washington Elementary was named a Capturing Kids' Heart National Showcase School for the 5th consecutive year. As Washington is not the only National Showcase school in our district, we actually now have 4 buildings: Roosevelt, Eisenhower, Middle School, and also Washington. So that's, I think, a great accomplishment for our entire district.
We do have quite a positive culture at our building, and I think first off, it starts with our staff. They greet the students at their classroom door every day. We also have bullpup time. It's a time to build relationships with the students, so the students feel like that they have a go-to staff member.
the culture at MMS is fabulous. It's super supportive on the admin level. I think teachers, staff feel heard. There's a lot of transparency, and that's wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling.
So when individual education plans are written by teams of individuals, including parents, the student, staff, having a targeted approach and really focusing on what each individual student needs to help them be successful is really what special education is about.
I'm very proud of how as a district we come together district-wide to really think about where we need to go next, to grow, to collaborate, and to achieve greatness.
Student-centered learning is an approach that we take in elementary school and all across education. So That might mean social emotional, that might mean academic, it might just be interest-based, but staff work really hard to know their students, to build relationships with them, to understand what makes them tick, what makes them learn, and from that we take our talents as a staff and try to give each student their best opportunity at a positive learning experience. And to do that, it takes a whole team, it takes a whole environment.
I'm honored enough to be a Kansas Teacher of the Year finalist, and I have the honor of being one of the 4 for the state of Kansas. So I get to represent McPherson. I just get to share the story and the passion and love for what I do every day in the hopes that it sheds light on our amazing profession. It gets people to want to be teachers and see the joy that we have in what we've chosen as a career.
I am really excited to welcome a phenomenal administrative team to help support our staff and our students at McPherson High School this year.
I am actually a McPherson High School graduate, so it's exciting to come back and be in the town where I went to school and to see all the wonderful things that have happened since I left 3 years ago.
Well, I'm excited to be back and be in charge of the CTE program here at the high school. I really look forward to watching these kids excel in this program and working with the teachers who will help them.
I'm looking forward to be a part of a team that really cares about kids, really focused on the community and the people that they serve, and doing it the best way possible.
I think that 418 has a wonderful approach to learning. We expect the best of our students, and therefore we expect the best of us.
We have a strong tradition across all of our activities, whether that's athletics or fine arts or debate and forensics. We are probably one of the most successful public schools in the state of Kansas, if not the most successful school. And it's not just in one area, it's across the boards. Last year was another great year for the Bullpups. We won our 3rd straight debate state championship. We had an undefeated boys basketball season, won a state championship there. We had multiple teams compete at the state level in postseason, multiple state runners-up. We had individual state champions in boys golf and cross country and girls swimming. So it was another really great year for us.
So McPherson High School, the McPherson School District has a long history of speech and debate success. If you ever walk into the Roundhouse and look up and see all the banners, some of the earliest banners that you see are from the debate and forensics program. In January 2024, the 4-speaker debate team won our 6th straight speech and debate title. And it was a really, really great way to top off their season, and really growing them to be able to be that consistently successful was a really, really big deal for us, not only as coaches and as a district, but it meant a lot to those students in particular.
Biggest news, the state championship. Well, it was the 14th state title in McPherson High School history, the 4th undefeated team that McPherson High School has had. McPherson has not had a losing season since 1981. So that's an incredible statistic. Number one, we've had really good players. Through the years, it's just been incredible the number of good players that we've had. And obviously the community support is second to none.
You know, our success is not only at the high school level, but the middle school level. We had several successful programs this past year, and we've worked really hard to make sure our programs are aligned from the 7th grade level to the high school level so that our kids can progress and learn our systems, and they can continue that success as they go through our programs.
Something that we really want to focus on this year too is creating more student voice and choice within the school. So in the past, students have been able to be part of our student council. We've already also started a student advisory board so that we can have students have leadership opportunities and that we can seek feedback from students too as we work on these goals and initiatives. I think from the student perspective, students would say that they feel a lot more welcomed, calm, excited to be at McPherson Middle School. And our data through Capturing Kids' Hearts would support that as well.
And most people don't understand the commitment it takes for kids, for our staff to have successful programs, the hours and hours they put in behind the scenes, thousands of hours our staff put in just over the summer, working with kids at camps, individual lessons, planning for their seasons, planning for their performances. We take a lot of pride in that, being well prepared across the board, and that shows in our performances.
We're very blessed to have a community and a village that wraps a tremendous amount of love, care, and support for each of our students. Those partnerships just really highlight the impact that our community has and helping to ensure the success of each student.
I think anytime we're able to open our doors and welcome our community in, it just creates further understanding, partnership, and it can also help develop some different ideas to help us meet better goals in the future. I think one of the most exciting partnerships that we've been able to create over the last couple of years is our Parents in Partnership program. It really feels like when students enter that secondary school, parents are a little unsure of what their role is. So our Parents in Partnership program provides an opportunity for parents to volunteer.
And they help with lunch supervision, they may help in the classrooms, they may help with some supervision at our lunch recess time. It's been enjoyable for them, but also I think eye-opening for them.
I've even had parents who have been tearful at the end of the day saying, I'm just so proud of the work that my students are doing and that my students' teachers are doing.
We invited parents, grandparents, guardians to come in. And we have JAG time. It stands for Jaguars Achieving Greatness. We do that every single Friday as an entire school. It's great to build community. We always start with good things as a whole school so kids can share what's going on good in their lives in front of their peers and the teachers.
I think the old adage that it takes a village to raise a child has only become truer and truer as time has progressed. And I think in McPherson, Kansas specifically, we're very blessed to have the village that we do. It's no secret in McPherson Public Schools that we have some facility needs that we need to work strategically to address, and we're committed at the highest level to make sure that we continue those efforts and that we continue to develop solutions that our community can support. As we reflect back on the previous 5 years though, while we haven't been able to achieve a full-scale solution for those, we have a lot of things to celebrate and a lot of hard work that's been put in to make sure we're still providing the best physical environment that we can for our students and the staff across our schools.
I have the privilege of overseeing the operations team, which involves food service, transportation, custodial, and maintenance. And one of the things that we strive for is building unity within all of them as they complement each other. We are doing our very best to respond to the issues that need taken care of in the district, along with preventative maintenance that keeps things from breaking down in the first place.
I'm really excited about plans to implement an inclusive playground at Eisenhower. We've been working with our special education staff to get some new surfacing so we can push our kids that are in our wheelchairs and have them more inclusive in our playground and playing with their gen ed peers. Eisenhower has a program called Life Skills where we have kids with multiple or severe disabilities, and we love including them into everything that we do. They feel safe and they know that they're going to be loved. And ultimately that helps with the achievement that we see with these kids' results.
So many times people in the operations team don't get the idea that they're part of education. Without them, education doesn't happen. And while teachers and paras are in the classroom, that classroom is made possible by maintenance making sure that everything's working, and custodial making sure that room is clean. Food service makes it possible for them to think because their stomachs aren't empty, and transportation makes it possible for them to be there.
As superintendent of schools, I think the thing that I'm the proudest of is how ambitious our goals were that we established in the Vision 2025, and then the just sheer grit and resilience that our staff and our students have committed over the last 5 years to make sure that we've achieved as much as we can. As we think about planning now for the next 10 years of what McPherson Public Schools can and should look like, I think it's important to pause and reflect back on everything that we've accomplished through all of that hard work over the last 5 years and celebrate some of the key areas that we're really proud of and should be proud of through all that hard work.